Welcome everybody to the Action Moves podcast. It's your guy Fox Wade. I am here with a unique individual that's going to share their unique story on how they got to where they are today. Now, the cool part about this is that I have no idea who this person is. I don't know their name. I don't know their history. I don't know anything about them. So, everything that we're going to talk about today is going to be a first discovery for everyone because that's what we do at the Action Moves podcast. We interview people with zero knowledge of how they've made the right action moves to get to where they are today in their success. So, with that being said, let's get it rocking. So once again, I'm Fox Wade, and you are
It's the Delano Halo.
Delano Halo.
Yes.
So did I say that correct? I'm sorry.
You can say Delano Halo. I prefer Delano Halo.
Delano
Halo,
Halo.
yes.
Hey, thank you so much for coming here today and having a conversation with myself and the team. And I'm looking forward to learning a lot about you over the next hour or so. So with that being said, who are you?
Woo, who is Delano Halo? I would say I'm a just a free spirit. I'm a chill person, entrepreneur. Been doing this for like 8 years. A videographer, content creator,
Okay.
God fearing individual. Child of God.
So
And a go getter.
entrepreneur,
Yes.
videography,
Content
videographer,
creator.
content creator.
I help brands and businesses grow, scale on social media. So I would say I'm a little bit of social media agency type of boy.
Okay,
I do
okay.
it all sometimes.
I like that. I love having conversations with people in that space because social media is not like a ancient industry, right? It's like something that came abroad like what the past 20 plus years probably, but really escalating over the
Oh,
last 10, 15 years,
yeah.
right? And so when I meet people and seeing how they've been able to dominate this space has been phenomenal. So, where you from?
I was born in Jamaica, actually, Spanish Town, Jamaica. Spanish.
Well, go on.
Medea. Medea, right, yes, sir.
I no.
Born and raised in Spanish Town, St. Catherine, Jamaica. It's the second parish over from the main Kingston, right? So it's beside Kingston. Um, Born and raised there for 29 years. Then I moved to New York 10 years ago. Did 7 years in New York with family, and then I moved to beautiful Georgia 4 years ago.
Okay, so right here in Atlanta.
Midtown Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Um, I'm like honorary Jamaican.
Yeah.
My two sons, their mothers from Jamaica,
Oh, really nice.
and my current wife, her family's from Jamaica. So I can't escape y'all. For some reason, I can't get away from the. It's just something about y'all culture that I
Do you
just
like do you
allow.
like beef patty?
Maybe so, but I just something about Jamaica. Maybe it's the music, or maybe it's the accent.
It's the people, man. We have Jamaicans are just different. We are different in so many ways. We love, we take care of people,
Yeah,
and probably maybe that's what you like.
probably so.
They might take care of you. So after
You know what? You know how they got me? They
how
always say, "Oh, we cooking. You want some food? We got jerk chicken." I'm up here like, I'm not a person to pass down food, so I'm always like, "Sure." That's what it is. It's
yeah, they're
the
gonna take
damn
care of you. So
food.
Jamaicans are good people to take care of you. And now
Okay.
you didn't have one but two. So
So tell me more about like your social media agency and what you do today and how you've been able to help others scale and grow.
so I pretty much dived into photography 8 years ago. I took a camera up. I was a car salesman at a used car dealership in Queens, New York. Yes, when I migrated here as an immigrant, I had not many options. So I was working at a car salesman out of a used trailer in New York. Yes, it was one of those trailers that it wasn't a big office like a Chevy or a Ford. No, it was a used car dealership. So I was working there for $100 a day, $10 an hour when I moved, of course. And I was very depressed, very sad, very, I just knew I wanted better for myself. And I had a friend who was into videography, and I used to follow him to shadow him to work. And we used to go to these nice events. And I was like, what am I doing here at a car dealership when it's a better life out here? So I took a leap of faith, Fox. I took a leap of faith on myself and I swiped all my 7 credit cards. Yes, I had excellent credit. I went straight in debt. Swiped all my 7 credit cards, $20,000, and I bought camera equipments.
So before that, did you have any knowledge about
No,
videography,
mm-mm,
photography, anything?
no, none at all.
So, like most immigrants, you do come to the United States of America and you find yourself doing some type of, low minimum wage job. But it sounds to me like that was a starting point,
Mhm.
right? And plus, being in America was probably something different, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it was a definitely starting point. And remember, you have to figure out where you're going. So everybody has a starting point. So
Yeah.
yeah, that was my starting point. I didn't have no knowledge at all in content creation, videography, photography. And working at the car dealership, I was just stressed out. So my only
Wow.
option was having a friend who used to bring us to this beautiful events. I was like, okay, this is a better option. I gotta go there.
So,
So
so the friend was a photographer.
friend was a big videographer.
Oh, was a
He was a
videographer.
yeah
Okay, and
videographer
brought you along and kind
and
of
brought
exposed you to that
to
industry.
expose me to this beautiful different life. Apart from selling cars $100 a day in the hot sun, the rain, the
Yeah.
snow, ain't nobody want to do that. So I was exposed to a better life, and I took a leap of faith, and I just dived right into it, and here I am now.
So tell me more about the Delano of elementary school,
Oof,
young, being
Jesus.
with your mom and dad, or give us that story. Tell us who you were from the time you were born up until and what in Jamaica y'all don't call it high school, you call it what?
Yeah, we call it high
Oh, you
school.
call it
I'm
high
gonna tell
school.
you. I got
Okay,
you. So from from age no sorry from 1 to 5 is preschool. From 6 to I think 11 is primary school.
that's what it is.
Primary school,
Primary school.
yes,
Okay,
primary. So primary school is like that age before high school, right? So growing up in Jamaica, I was, different. I was the light skin, the long
mm.
hair, the cuter guy. People never liked that. So
Coolie.
coolie boy, yeah.
Yeah.
So they used to pick on me. They used to pick on me really hard. So I had a rough past growing up. I was bullied all my life for being again a coolie, and it was really bad. So had to suffer that depression growing up, not knowing it was really depression. It was just the ghetto.
hmm
So I overcame that, and I was an A student actually. My mom and dad made sure I attended school, did my homework, was respectable. So being an A student, being respectable is like, you grow up a little better. So did that, got all my grades a little 1 year earlier. So I passed to high school 1 year earlier before everybody else. Not me alone, but a lot of the smarter kids.
Yeah.
So I did that. I went to high school and I went to the best high school in my community, in my city, which is St. Jago High School. We was known for academics. We was known for sports, school challenge quiz. We was all rounded. So they segregate us from or academics to put us in different high schools. So I went to the top high school in my community, in my parish,
Because of your
because of my
academics.
excellence.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, so I did that. I went there at 10 years old when everybody was going at 11. Did really well. I was also on the volleyball team. A lot of people don't know that, but I was one of the best volleyball setters. The setters the short one that puts the ball up on the net for the tall guy like yourself to
Yeah.
spike it.
Yeah.
I was the second best in the country, and I used to play volleyball. We won 4 years in high school. Yes, I was really talented.
So you were like all almost. I mean, not almost, but an all-star in volleyball.
Yeah, I was really an
Okay.
all star. Yeah,
Nice.
1 year
Nice.
I almost represented Jamaica.
Really?
Yeah, they canceled our visas because Aruba didn't. Was it Aruba? a Caribbean country didn't give us visa at the time, but we made it to the under 19
Yeah.
Jamaican team. Really,
Yeah.
really good for us. Yeah, we used to play.
This episode is brought to you by Monday.com. Yes, Monday.com. It is the ultimate platform that helps you streamline all your business processes. I've been using Monday.com, oh my God, probably 6+ years now, and it's made my life so much better. It automates, it speaks, it does everything you need to do to make sure that you are running your business, you're communicating with your team, and you're project managing your projects. So click the link in the description below to Monday.com so that way you can get started to automate and empower your business through this powerful platform.
So I played volleyball for my high school for 4 years, and the
Yeah.
4 years we played, we won. Like we was the best. We used to go to different states to beat them up.
So y'all were just whooping
So we
ass
was
out
just
there.
whooping.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had the best coach actually.
So let's go back to your parents. Um, so mom, dad, which one? You said Cooley, right?
Yeah. So my mom is a coolie. My dad is dark skinned. My dad left me when I was about 1 years old, or she was pregnant. I forgot. But he left her to come to America. So I had to really much live with my stepdad, which was
Okay.
like my father figure in my
Yeah.
life. But my mom left me when I was 10. So both my parents left me to come to America for a better life.
I hear that a lot too. Like a lot of parents either go to UK or the United States
Yes.
and they leave. Okay. So
For a better life.
you were left behind with your stepdad.
Yes, my stepdad at one
Okay.
point. So I pretty much did all my high school days with my stepdad.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I mean, and that sounds pretty awesome that you
Yeah,
had
he was a
someone
good
there.
he was
Yeah.
a good stepdad, yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
All right. So your mom was half Indian or was she full?
My mom is full Indian.
Full Indian,
Yeah, full
huh?
Indian, full coolie.
Full Indian. It's so funny every time I go to Jamaica. It's like you either see large Indian. It's like the first time I ever seen like a large Indian population, and then like I can understand patois.
Hmm.
So it's like you around them and you thinking they about to talk like Indians do, and they start speaking patois. You like,
Patois.
wait a minute, hold up. Then I went around like the Chinese population down there, which is massively large too, and they're doing the same thing, speaking patois and
Patois, yeah.
stuff like that. So all right, so all star in academics, all star in volleyball. So now you come to the U.S. Oh no, no, no. So you say you came to the U.S. at 29?
I went to high school 1998 to 2004,
Uh huh.
and then I got bullied in high school.
In Jamaica.
In
Uh
Jamaica,
huh.
I was dating a guy on the track team, and the whole track team found out, and they jumped and ganged up on me and just beat me up and bullied me. So I ran
Ah.
away from high school. I didn't go back because I was scared.
Mm-hmm.
The school was in like a ghetto community, so everyone in Spanish Town, St. Catherine, heard about my situation. When they ganged them, beat me up. And they was throwing rocks at the car, bottles at the police car. I had to be escorted. Yeah.
Oh,
I was dating a guy on the track team and they found out, but they didn't want
because
the track team guy to be
understood because in Jamaica that lifestyle is looked down upon.
very
Yeah.
hard. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I didn't go back to school. My books were paid for, my bag, everything was paid for, and I lost everything. Yeah. When I got bullied and jumped in high school, again I was scared. I started doing nails. So nails was my first job, which a
Yeah.
lot of people don't know. I started doing nails because I had to. I'm the type of person, Fox. I'm not. I ain't gonna sit down.
Yeah. You got to do something,
So I
right?
had a girlfriend. She was a hairstylist, and she pulled me under her wing, and she taught me how to do nails.
Yeah.
So I started doing nails in I think '05, '06. Yeah, way back. I started doing nails, and I was really good at doing nails. I was taking everybody customers. Woo, yeah. And after nails, what happened after nails? I got robbed and stabbed up again in my community.
You said stabbed,
Yes, I've been stabbed twice.
robbed, and stabbed.
Yes,
So this is the second time you were stabbed, or the
yes.
first
The
time you were
first time I was stabbed up, I ran away from my community.
stabbed? Okay.
Right? Um, and I was in the streets. I was in the streets in Jamaica because being gay, you can't really go to work because you're gonna be picked at from your coworker. So I was in the streets, honestly.
Yeah.
Um, and then being in the streets, you come up on a little money and stuff. And I invited this guy over to my house. Yeah, a gang member I didn't know, and then he robbed me the second
Wow.
time. So I got stabbed up twice.
How old were you at this age?
I was 19 and 22. I looked it up because I just recently spoke about it on a podcast. I was like,
Yeah.
was I 17? I think I was 19 and 22, 2006, 2009, whichever year that was.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And this is
yeah,
still in Spanish Town, or where are
it
you in
was it
Jamaica
was
now?
still in Saint Catherine.
Yeah.
Saint Catherine. It was Saint Jago Heights. I was living in Saint Jago Heights because I was making money. So I moved out my family house. I ran away.
Yeah.
So I rented a one-bedroom house on someone's property. The landlord had a big house in the front and little houses in the back. So I rented a room, and that's where I was living at the time.
Wow. How long you lived there?
I forgot, honestly, but I was there for some time until I got stabbed up, and then I had to move and move in with friends.
Yeah. All right. So now we've gone from high school academics, star volleyball academics, to now we have this tremendous event happen, which, I don't condone anything like that. And the one thing I don't do is, judge anybody's lifestyle. Um, and now we have to transition to now we hustling out here in the streets, right? We stealing people's customers because we the best nail tech, in the south side of Jamaica. And right, so now we have this incident happen. So let's go back. Let's go to now you're in the United States now. So you're in the US, you're in New York, and you said 29 years old,
Yeah,
and you're
around
working
29.
at a car dealership. But you
Living with
said
my family.
okay, living with your family?
Yeah, I was
Who?
living with my family, my mom, and my other stepdad.
Oh, so your mom came to the US.
Remember she ran away, not ran away, but she moved here before
Yeah,
me
when
when
you
I
were
was
10.
10.
Yeah.
Right. So she moved here, so she was already living here. So now I had the option to come and live with someone here.
Okay.
So I was living with her. At first I was living in a tiny room, like a
It's New York.
in New York, maybe a 5 by 7 room.
It's New
I had a
York.
twin bed with my sister.
Yeah.
My sister was on top and I was on the bottom, bro.
Yeah.
So it was tough. I
Yeah.
was living in a little room with my sister and I couldn't take it no more. I was like, God damn.
Yeah.
So I saved up my money. I'm good on like managing money and making sure I don't keep up with the Joneses. So I saved up my money and I moved out my family house to live with my friend. And he had a lot going on, so I moved from that friend to a different friend in Manhattan. Then the pandemic hit,
Oh, COVID 2020.
the worst. So
Okay.
COVID hit, ain't got no money. So I had to go back to my family house. By then, their basement was kind of like fixing up a little bit. So I started to invest and put money in the basement. I cleaned it, I sweeped it, I painted it, I bought furniture. So now I'm living in a basement.
Yeah.
Yeah, in New York, in my family house. And I couldn't take it no more. I couldn't live in a basement because you hear everybody walking upstairs.
Yep.
You hear the
Yep.
neighbors' rats going around.
You ain't get no sunlight.
You ain't get no sunlight. You
Yeah.
get like this. The window was like this little. So I didn't want to live and feel like I was in prison.
How was that? How was that transition going from Jamaica to New York? How was that transition?
That's a good question. So I lived a bad life in Jamaica, but I also lived a great life. Growing up,
Explain.
I pretty much made some money in Jamaica.
Yeah.
So I went from the ghetto to the rich neighborhood. So I kind of like balanced both,
Mm-hmm.
good and bad. So yeah. So I
Right.
had experienced some form of good life in Jamaica.
I
So it was
got
really
you.
beautiful. I had BMW. I was living in.
Oh, you living it up.
Yeah,
You got a foreign.
and I was I had a BMW. Actually, yeah, that was my third car.
Yeah.
I had an X5,
Okay.
4.8 liter engine, not the little one, the big one.
That's
That
what I'm saying.
vroom,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
black on black on black. It was really nice. So yeah, from a bad life to some form of good life.
So now you at this car dealership. You had a friend. They said, "Listen, let's go to this event. I gotta do some work there. Come along, whatever." Did you go alone to help work out, or was he just being a good friend to be like, or she or he was come being a
Him.
good friend?
So shout out to Kashif,
Mm-hmm.
FWL Smong Entertainment. Shout out. We used to do like big Caribbean parties, boat rides on the boats, all white, everyone dressed in white. So it
Yeah.
was great events. So yeah. And I was like helping him bring his bag, be a second shooter, working. So I was like finding my new passion. So I found my new passion, and then I started doing it for myself.
So that's my question is like how did that kick off? He just said, "Hey, I'm doing this. You want to come along?"
Yeah,
Like
we
hook.
were friends.
Yeah,
You know, every videographer and every photographer wants a second person to be their bad guy. So I started out
I got you. I
as a
got
bad
you. I
guy. I
got you.
started out as someone who was assistant, but I didn't mind because now, bro, I was at these beautiful events. I
Yeah.
didn't care. I was, and funny, within 6 months of doing that, we got hired to do the Super Bowl in Atlanta, 2019. Yes,
Really?
Fanatics Party. So they flew us out from New York to come to Atlanta 2019 for the Fanatics Party. So I got to go in the rooms of all the Hall of Famers within 6 months of my career.
Wow.
So imagine coming from a car dealership to such great room. I was like, whoa, this is a leap of faith.
So let's go back to the car dealership. So you start working at this car dealership. How did that happen?
Um, how did that happen? I just wanted a job. I wanted a job. They was the only one who hired
So you
me.
went there and you was like,
Yeah,
I need
I
a
got hired
job.
on the spot. I was one of the best selling cars, man.
All right. So tell
Yeah.
me about that. How was that journey?
It was beautiful. I used to work for Italians and Jews and Asians, so I got to learn a lot from them.
Okay.
Beautiful people. But I just didn't like it.
But what did you? But tell me about the journey. Like, what did you learn? What did you pick up? What skills?
I picked up how to close deals.
There we
I
go.
picked up how to close deals. I picked up how to talk on the phone. I picked up body language, how to move forward when posture,
Yeah.
simple stuff like sales. And I think that helps me now in my career of just making a phone call and closing deals and making sure that the client is locked in. Just how you deal with customers, what do you call it? Customer
Management.
man. Yeah, yeah. That's what I learned from being a car salesman.
So that action move, you're like, listen, I need a job, and I'm willing to do whatever.
Hmm.
Right? They was available. That action move right there to take that job, even though it was paying $10 an hour, like you said, $100 a day. What was your commission if you
I
sold?
think it was 150 when I sell a car.
So you sold one car, you got $150.
Extra on
That
top of
was
the
life,
60.
wasn't it? Woo! Let me go ahead and sell like 5 cars this week. Get that
I used to
extra
sell
money.
5 cars sometimes,
That's what
man.
I'm saying.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
had to because again, $100 a day, Fox, it's no money, man.
exactly. And you in New York.
And sometimes you ain't sell no cars. Sometimes the dealer's on the board
Yeah,
for 2 weeks and
man.
they can't get approved.
So how long did you work there?
I worked there for 3 years, I think, 4 years. I used to work at two companies, buy and sell cars and Mr. Cars. So because I was so good, the other Asians took me away from the Jews and hired me. Gave me a little more commission.
So how many years did you totally work at a car dealership?
I think 5 years in total. 3
5 years.
and 2. Yeah,
Yeah.
5 years as a car salesman. And then again, I took up the camera.
But before the camera, that 3 to 5 years gave you probably the best education of your life, right?
It did.
Like you said before, how to talk to people, how to deal with the customer, how to close deals, how to do follow up, which I mean is one of the most essential type of
Things.
knowledge bases, education, training that you can ever take in the world of entrepreneurship.
My whole life growing up, and the older you get, the more
Yeah,
experience you get. So not only being a car salesman taught me, it's just everything that I've experienced growing up.
yeah.
So everything adds a little value to where I'm at right now, if it makes sense. But definitely the car sales has something to do with how I close deals.
Because I commend you for like going through all that trauma and still Most people turn to the bottle, they turn to some type of drug,
Yeah.
something to be able to,
Suppress it, yeah.
or some people turn to success, because they're
Or
like, I want
suicide.
more.
Some people give up. It's a
There you
lot,
go.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
So that action move. So one of the key action moves was, hey, a friend of yours was like, hey, come with me. You started, like, tell me that feeling. What was that feeling like to be in those rooms and because sometimes we see things from this scope, and then now you're in a live feed around all that. What was that feeling like?
I just I just knew I had to just it just felt I don't know how to explain it. It just felt normal to me at the time. But looking back I was like, whoa, did I do this? So because it's me, I can't really explain how it felt because it's just a normal life. But it's a great feeling overall, looking back at
What? Tell me the feeling. Give us some examples. Some of the rooms you were in. You don't have to say no names, nothing like that. But just
some
give
of
us
the
some
rooms
example.
I've been in.
Some of the rooms you were in, and you were capturing those moments. You were on the other side of the camera.
So starting at the Super Bowl, within 6 months of my career, I
Mhm.
was recording the shit out of like I was recording. I was posting on Instagram. I was pushing it. I was basically like this is a content.
Yeah,
So I started posting all those beautiful content long time ago. Again, before social media and
yeah.
everybody on this content. So I was basically putting out all the good content. I've been in rooms like Savage Fenty for Rihanna. Um, I've done BET Awards. I've done TikTok Awards recently. The first TikTok Awards, I was there as a content creator. They hired me. Met Gala, I did it 2 years ago, and I did the Met Gala again this year.
Yeah.
Which other rooms I've been in? So many rooms, so many people I've worked with. It's a lot of people.
Now, getting started in this space, like, what were some of the challenges? What were some of the things that you had to overcome? Because starting a business or becoming an entrepreneur, like everybody sees the current state that you're in, but let's talk about some of those hurdles and challenges that you had to go
Discipline. Discipline is one of the key things that I wish I had known a little bit earlier. Waking up early, sticking to your goals, focusing on achieving your goals, focusing on being a better person, just be more disciplined, customer satisfaction.
So, give me a couple examples of some times where maybe some deals didn't fall through, whatever, because of that lack of discipline, that lack of focus on your goals. Like tell me some challenges that you went through that trying to push this agency that you have, like some things that you was like, damn, I probably shouldn't have did this, or I wish I would have did this better.
Taking on jobs that I didn't have my heart in. I
Mm,
don't advise anyone to take jobs that they don't want because you're going to have no interest, lack of interest, and you're just not going to perform for yourself and perform for the client. So that's one of the hiccups I have faced in taking on too much.
okay.
Um, Over promising and under delivering is also one of the things that I wish I had known to be a better person. It's just, over promising people and dropping the ball in relationships.
But isn't that what most starting entrepreneurs do, though, for the most part? Because like everybody, because like you don't want to say no,
But you
right?
have to say no.
But I'm saying when you're getting started, you don't want to say no, right? Because you're like you got to feed the beast. But it sounds to me like you wasn't saying no, so you learned over time to be like, yeah, some of this stuff not even worth it,
But
right?
if I could tell my older self to just stick to what you like and just focus on the clients that you want to target, and the money gonna come. So basically, I was taking the jobs for money. The money gonna always come. So my answer to you is like, don't even though you're gonna learn from it, it's not worth it because now you have created a relationship gap between you and a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't like that for me.
Okay,
So just stay away from the and just do what you want. Yeah.
I like that. I like
Yeah.
that.
Today's episode is brought to you by the American Express Delta Reserve Card. It is the one card that I use for my business today. I use the card to pay for all my business expenses, my overhead, my operations, but the ultimate benefit is the rewards that come with it. You get Delta Sky Miles points. You get access to the Delta lounges within all airports that has a Delta lounge. So if you're ready to take the ultimate step so that way you can get rewards, you're going to be spending the money anyway, go ahead and click the link in the description below so that way you can secure your American Express Delta Reserve card today.
Now we're in these rooms. Um, Tell me about your first deal, your first major deal that you got, the one that made you go, ah. Tell me about that first major deal that you couldn't believe it, that you was just like, what the
The
hell?
Super Bowl. It started from there.
All right, well, tell me more about the Super Bowl.
I was in a room with Hall of Famers at 6 months in my career working for a billionaire.
Yeah,
So that was major.
that's what I'm. Tell me more about that.
Snoop Dogg was there. A lot of celebrities was there. It was just Cardi B was there. Meek Mill, Robert. I forgot he owns the Patriots. The
Robert Kraft.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was there too. So I got to see all those. Michael Rubin hired us.
Yeah.
So I got to see and work with all those people. Yeah, so that was major. And again, it started from there. My first celebrity client is Naturi from Power.
Okay.
I forgot what they call her because I don't watch it, but yeah, shout out to Naturi. I did a photo shoot with her, and
What role did she play on Power?
I forgot. She
I don't-
was
I
the main
don't-
Power, but
I don't know people's names like
I don't
that.
watch Power, but yeah. But I worked with her. I forgot, bro. Honestly, Fox. I forgot where I came from.
but that's like the first one. So
that's
like
the first one.
so
I really forgot.
but think about this, right? So you go from selling cars
Yes.
to now you are like something snapped, like some action move was
To an award-winning content creator. I won an award last year for content creator
that's
of
what
the
I'm
year.
saying. You are an award-winning content creator. Went from
$100.
big in Jamaica to living in New York to selling cars, and now you are
An award-winning content
content creator.
40 viral videos in 1 year.
That is crazy.
70 million views, 100,000 new followers, and this is all 1 year.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Over 1 million people have shared my work in 1 year. So I came from
crazy.
that to that. Yeah.
So imagine like people out there right now who's watching this, and they're probably doing something. They're probably, and I'm not trying to bash nobody's career,
No.
but they're doing something that they just don't want to do. They're probably a police officer in a cruiser right now, like, why the hell am I even doing this? I don't even like this job. I'm
You
just
gotta
doing
bet
this.
on yourself.
That's what I'm saying.
You
So
gotta bet on yourself.
so
You gotta
take me-
believe in yourself.
so take me back to that moment you decided to max out all your cards to go all in. What was that like? What was that like?
One of the worst feelings. I've had credit cards since over 10 years and I've never been late. I've never had maxed out all my cards.
Uh-huh.
And just to go and max my cards out, just the feeling of maxing it out, I was like,
Nauseated, right?
no. Imagine paying minimum payments every month from going from paying it in full. So it was one of those bet on yourself moments. Just get up
Okay.
and go do it and get up and put in the work. I used to network in New York 16 hours a day,
Okay.
14 hours a day. We used to be outside giving out business cards, trying to get clients, customers. Yes, we used to be in the streets doing free work,
Yeah.
collaboration, because collaboration is the new currency.
But that's pretty dope. So 14 to 16-hour days, putting in that work, putting in that grind, not sitting on your ass and want somebody to give you something. So now you got 20K of debt, right? Like you said before, late on payment cards, but there was something in you that was like, nah, I believe this is gonna work out. Like, give me that defining moment to where everything is collapsing on you and you just like, nah, this gonna work. Tell me about that moment.
I feel like it's just within me, Fox. I don't know how to explain it. It's just me. I just
Explain
love to
it
work.
the best way you know how. Maybe you was just like, I don't give a damn about them credit cards right now. I'm just gonna put the work in.
I just always put the work in, work
Yeah.
hard. Again, I was around Asians and Jews, and I see how hard they're successful and still working hard, still clocking in early. And I saw the success of people around me. So I wanted to learn from that. I wanted to be like that, to be better. So Just got to put in the work.
Okay, so now we putting that work in. Um, when did you start seeing things turn over?
um, when I started to market myself, I started to post more, collaborate. It just grew in a snowball. It just grew.
So what was the revenue like that first year?
That's a good question. My first year, woof, I forgot. I was making 21,000 a year working at a car dealership.
Mhm.
31 the first year. I don't think I made so much.
Okay.
But I started making 50, 70, 90. Now it's six figures and more and more and more. And here I am.
How did that feel?
I'm still doing it, man. I'm trying to hit a million, man.
How did that? But
It's
how does it feel?
it
Because
feels
six figures is a big
it's a big
deal. I
blessing.
don't care what nobody say. Like you making six figures as an entrepreneur, that's a big damn
It's a big
deal.
and
I don't
working for
care.
yourself too.
Exactly.
Because six figures working at a Fortune 500 company is different than
Very
six
different.
figures
Exactly.
working for yourself.
Yeah.
So it's a blessing.
So making, I mean, because once you've mastered six figures, I mean, seven figures is so easy because it just scale and grow.
Hmm.
But I mean, tell me about that moment to where, you know, you started seeing the work come in that you enjoyed doing, not the one that you didn't enjoy doing, but the work started coming in because of, you know, the quality of work that you're doing. How does that feel?
So after 3 years, I think word of mouth starts going out. Hey, this guy's putting in the work. He's amazing.
Hmm.
I'm plugging people in the rooms. Not only am I taking from people, I like to give people first. So putting people on, you get to get plugged in quicker because now people are saying, hey, he's a good dude. He just plugged me in with XYZ. I'm going to plug him back in. So it starts from you plugging people in for them to plug you back in. So I started to see a snowball effect maybe after 3 years. And I just started getting better and better clients. I was working with my friend Eve. Remember, they used to fly us from New York to Atlanta to do
Really?
big parties. Yes,
Yeah.
we was the talk of the town.
Wow.
So the work started going out. People started referring us, talking about us, and then we just started grow, be consistent, put in the work, market myself, post, engage.
So would you say that social media, so word of mouth and social media is what accelerated your business growth, your entrepreneurship journey growth?
But you're asking what is the difference between two?
No, no, no difference. Both really, because I mean, word of mouth kind of got there, but that posting on social media is like word of mouth too.
Hmm.
Yeah.
It's free money. It's free marketing.
I don't know why people don't post on social media. Like, you know what it is. I post on social media, and I have six-figure followers on social media as well. And when I post, I used to get nauseated because I'm not a social media person. I'm a government contractor. I'm in the shadows. I'm a shadow type. I used to be a shadow type person, and I will post, and maybe I was overthinking, but I'll just be nauseated. Like, oh, do I want to? Now I don't care. Now I'd be like, whatever. Like,
It's a 9 to 5, bro.
yeah, that's what
So
I'm
posting
saying.
on social media is a 9 to 5 by
Yeah.
itself.
Like, hey, we in the studio. What's up? Where y'all at? Hey, I'm doing this. Like now it's just third nature. So, what would you tell people that they're probably sitting down watching this and they're just like, I want to do that, but it's something in me that's holding me back from doing. What message do you have to give to
That's a
those
good
people?
one. So everybody now has a phone. Most people have a phone, I'm guessing, right? So my advice to each and everyone out there is that it's so many people with phones now that you have to find something that you love and try to make money using your smartphone. So whoever is doing a 9 to 5, not knocking a 9 to 5, but there's other ways you can make some extra bucks. Tap into using your smartphone to make some money. And that's the quickest way to figure out your passion, figure out what is it that you want to do next. So take social media serious because you have easy access to each and everyone in the world, billions of people. So it's so easy if you dive into learning social media, learning how to post, learning how to engage, learning your platform, what you want to do.
So people should just stop overthinking and just post what they know.
Yes, because
Right.
think about it.
But we gotta
Now
be careful with that a little bit.
I mean, yeah.
'Cause some people be posting some crazy stuff. Some people, I don't know what be going on in their head,
Yeah.
but if you have like a skill or something that you can share with the world, you say
So
post
my
it.
advice to people nowadays is learn how to monetize your life. People who are getting famous nowadays is not the prettier person, is not the sexier person, is the regular individual that is making numbers now. And that's all the drive and the motivation you need. It's not the who's who that's killing it now more. It's the regular people that is going viral tomorrow. Look at that guy. What's his name? Kalu guy, the guy who does the little designer stuff. You probably don't know him, but
Mm.
Instagram just wrote on his post that, hey, we want to get you.
Wow.
This little guy in Africa recreate clothes from used goods and tires and all this glass and everything, and just posts it on
And
Instagram.
that's it.
Millions of views.
That's crazy.
So that goes to show you that you have to get out your comfort zone. You have to get out your shell and just find something that you truly love, that you want to wake up in the morning and do. Because if you don't want to wake up and do it every day, don't do it. So find something that you want to wake up and do every morning and just go after it, dive into it, and you're going to be successful.
And all they need is just their phone, maybe a
Phone.
tripod, maybe a little light on it.
I would say just your phone.
Just your phone
Just
starting
start
out.
with the phone.
Yeah.
If you thinking about tripods and lighting, you're gonna overthink. Start with your phone.
So if anybody wanted to follow you or kind of see the stuff that you have, where can they find you at?
So
What
all my
platforms?
social media platform is Delano Halo. Delano Halo, like the Halo, Halo. All my social media.
Okay, so we talking about IG, TikTok,
IG,
YouTube.
TikTok, YouTube, Snapchat, Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, all of them is Delano Halo. So that's one thing I want to tell the person who is starting out now is try to create a name where you can grab all the social media handles. So when one finds you over this one, it's linked to the next one. You're not Black Fox over here and Pink Fox and Purple Fox over the other one. All of them is the same thing. So you get more engagement that way. It's to just find a name that works for you and just take it on all social media platforms. Easy. You get more referrals and more bookings that way because it's like linked to the same name.
How's everything with your parents, your mom and dad? They
So
still in New York?
yeah. So I don't have a good relationship with my dad because I guess it's because of choice. I can, but he left me when I was a baby. So I wish I had that father figure in my life. And because he left me so early, it created a huge gap between us. So I hardly speak to him. So I hope he's good. But I guess this conversation makes me want to just go and call him later, I
Yeah.
guess, because life is too short.
You know, I didn't know I met my father when I was 39 years old, about to be 40, like literally about to turn 40 years old. And it's real good because like his sisters or his one of his sisters was my aunt. She's like my mom, whatever. And she's been in my life the majority of my life, but not him. And I was the same way. Like, man, F this dude, like whatever. Like you left me. But then once I got a little bit more in depth into the family, I learned a lot. And sometimes you just don't know the history. And here's the thing about being a man. We ain't the ones that's gonna come out and just tell you like, yeah, I had to leave Jamaica because I had this on me and I had to go here and then I came to New York and I struggled and I didn't feel like a man. Like sometimes that just happened. And one thing about men is that, well, I think men from a certain type of generation, they don't know how to do that until
Mm-hmm.
you go to them, and be like, you know what, whatever, let's just wipe the bridge and just say, I forgive you. And you never know. They
Mm-hmm.
may cry. I know my dad cried. When I met
Yeah.
him, yeah, he broke down in tears
Mm.
because um,
Good
he was
man.
abused. I didn't know this. He was abused the majority of his life living with his dad, which caused him to want to become something totally different. So when he started having kids, he 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 escaped us because I have siblings too, because he was afraid that he was going to abuse us.
Oh, really?
So he would rather just be a deadbeat than to
Wow.
put harm on us. See what I'm saying? I didn't know that, and sometimes
And you're right,
yeah,
because maybe it was my mom's fault.
you never know. Never know.
But because I'm closer to her, I'm never going to know if it's her fault or his fault. So I just need to have a better relationship with my dad.
Do you consider yourself to be a generational curse breaker?
I am a generational curse breaker, of
All right.
course.
So you it.
I
You it.
am.
You the center of the family
I'm going to
universe
break this
now.
generational curse, and I want to I hope before I go, I I'm gonna just put it out there. I would love to build a city. I'm not sure if a lot of people have ever thought that,
I
but I
think
would
about
love
that all the
to.
time.
You really?
Yeah,
Let's do it, man.
Fox
Come
City.
on, man. Let's do it. Let's build some cities.
Look,
So,
look, look. I know the land that I
how
got the
much
whole schedule.
acres is a city? 20 acres?
I don't know the acreage, but
Okay,
I
we need to
mean,
find that out.
yeah. Look, I already have it plotted out and everything.
Yeah.
The destination,
Yes.
airport, all that stuff.
So, so I
Yeah.
want to
Smart
build.
city.
I want to build a smart city. Yeah, it
Yeah.
has to be a smart city. My whole house is smart, bro.
Why? Why you want to build a smart city?
Because it's the future.
Or why do you want to build a city?
Um, I feel like as a generational curse breaker, the city's like the top of the top. I don't want the house. I don't want the car. I want the city
You
to
want the
say this
city.
city has been created by Delano or Delano City. You know,
Yeah.
my hospital, my grocery store,
That is crazy.
my apartment complex.
I
I
have the
need that.
same dream. That's
I
crazy.
need that. That's
Same,
I'm gonna
same
buy
thing,
the piece of
man.
land. I
And
don't know
just
how much
start.
acres is it. I'm gonna start by building the roads out. And once you build the roads, bro, people gonna come invest.
Yeah. Well, you got to get the corporations come in. Once you
Yeah, they're
once
gonna
you,
come.
once you get the corps to come in, and you get a university that can filter, well, I don't know about talent nowadays because AI has kind of broke the mold on talent. You got to be like a AI engineer type of talent to be able to push the needle. But that's pretty dope. So you don't talk to your dad, but you're going to start talking to your
Yeah.
dad. How's your relationship with your mom?
Our relationship with my mom is really good.
Pretty good, all
Mhm.
right. Which is pretty dope because you say your mom left you in the Jamaica at 10, and then you reconnected with her at what age?
At 29,
So 19 years later, you reconnect, like that was the first time you saw her.
yes, because she didn't go back to Jamaica.
Wow,
No,
wow. So, wow,
yeah,
that's a.
but it still created a gap between me and my mom.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, the mom and the son is always gonna have that better gap. But
Yeah.
there's still a gap because it's a lot of things I didn't experience with her, know about her, vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
But we have a better relationship than me and my dad.
Wow, wow. How many siblings do you have?
I have three sisters. I'm the oldest boy and the first boy.
So you're the oldest boy. So you're the only boy.
Yes, and then three younger girls
Three
after
young
me.
sisters. Did they go to the U.S. with your mom, or did
No,
they stay behind too?
my first sister, which is the second baby,
Uh huh.
she grew up in Jamaica. She went to England and then went to America early.
Okay.
My other sister, she was born in Jamaica but came here at 1. So both of my two first sisters, one came at 1, one came at 7.
Okay.
And then my last sister, she was born here
In the U.S.
in the US.
Okay.
All of them lives in New York.
Okay. Wow. That's crazy. Wow.
Yeah.
That's a story right there.
Hmm.
All right. Well, um, y'all heard it. This has been an outstanding interview, or not even interview. This has been an outstanding conversation. Learning about someone who started, you know, in the country of Jamaica, and by taking action moves throughout their life, through triumph, through all these things, whatever, they still found a way to be successful. And if you're watching this right now, it doesn't matter how old you are, don't matter where you're at, no matter what situation you're in, you still have time to make a actionable move today to be able to be successful. One thing I learned about success is that success is not easy, but it is a choice. And all you have to do is that one action move that will pivot your life to scale towards that. Success is not easy, right? Making actionable moves is not easy as well. But, you know, eh, we will all say this, right? It's not easy, but if you just start, right, the art of the start, you can get to where you're trying to go. So, um, I appreciate you for coming in and having this
Appreciate you for having me,
conversation.
bro.
Thank you so much for
Thank you.
sharing your thoughts with me. Uh, I want y'all to subscribe. I want y'all to share this. Y'all know who it is. Your guy Fox Wade. Peace.
Those eyes, man.